Parents, as September closes, I'm realizing connection is only half the story. Because if I'm not careful, connection can turn into collapse. In September, we explored connection and let them, let me. What it really means to let go without losing our young adults. We looked at independence, how respecting their choices can actually strengthen trust. We looked at conflict, how holding steady in love means connection doesn't have to break when emotions run high. But as I sat with those truths, another question came to mind. How do we keep showing up with connection without being consumed by their struggles? That's where October takes us. Our theme this month is Empathy Without Enmeshment. And we begin with the first layer, empowered empathy, which is compassion that doesn't drain us because it's rooted in steadiness. Here's what I know. Empathy can feel like walking a tightrope. We want to show compassion to our struggling young adults, but sometimes it feels like the more we care, the more we collapse under the weight of it. Today, I want to talk about how to show empathy without losing yourself. Because true empathy isn't about shrinking down or carrying everything for them. It's about standing steady and letting love flow from that place. I remember so many nights when my son would unload his pain on me. And instead of just listening, I would take it all inside, and I'd lie awake at 2 a.m. with my chest tight, carrying his anger, his hopelessness, his burden. I thought that was empathy, but it wasn't. It was enmeshment. Me losing myself to try and hold him. And you know what? It didn't actually help him. It only drained and exhausted me. The turning point came when I realized, amongst other things, empathy is strongest when I'm rooted in compassion for each of us and in my own ground. If I collapse, there's no safe place for my young adult to lean. So how do we practice empathy without losing ourselves? First, stay rooted. Before responding, take a breath. Feel your feet on the ground. Remind yourself, this is their story, not mine. Second, don't shrink. You don't have to silence your own needs or feelings. You can say, I hear you, and here's what I need too. Empathy honors both voices, not just theirs. 3, hold compassion and strength together. Picture one hand holding compassion, the other holding strength. You can be soft and steady at the same time. That balance is what makes empathy sustainable. 4th, extend compassion inward. Empathy starts with self-compassion, reminding yourself, I'm doing enough. When you soften toward yourself, you create space to stay steady for them. Loving them includes loving yourself. And 5th, redefine empathy as courage. It's not weakness. It takes courage to stay present without rescuing. It takes backbone to say, I love you and I trust you to walk your path. When I don't shrink and stand tall instead, I notice my empathy actually gets stronger because I'm not drowning anymore. I am able to listen without absorbing, care without collapsing, and love without losing myself. That's what empowered empathy looks like. It's not about carrying their burden. It's about being steady enough for them to lean against without falling over. And that steadiness makes my care sustainable. So if this resonates with you, I'd love for you to subscribe. Each week, I share daily reflections on my socials, and here on YouTube, I go deeper into the tools that help us parent and guide our struggling young adults with strength and compassion. You don't have to walk this road alone. I'm walking it too with my own young adult kids, and I coach other parents who are in the same storms. Sharing these practices with you helps keep me grounded too.